Now we're going to be talking about Gantt chart bars. Now we're going to bring this a little bit closer. And if you remember, if we want to bring these bars a little bit closer in view while you have the task tab selected, you would select this symbol in here, scroll to task, right? So if we're here, scroll to task. In case we're farther out there, scroll to task, just bring it closer to the view. And then this vertical divider basically uncovers the hidden columns in there. Okay, taskbars, all of these taskbars automatically form on the Gantt chart with a length from left to right representing durations. Okay, the project summary task, which is task 0, okay, rolls up all the tasks start and finish dates, as you could see here. Duration, start and finish date, everything is rolled up to it. Displaying the project finish date and total duration on the Gantt chart entry table. And you will notice, if we move a little bit to the right, that the project summary task has this upside down left side bracket line. Notice up here, goes all the way to the project finish date, and it's a light thin and light and gray horizontal bar, very light gray horizontal bar. And every time you see that light gray, that represents the project summary task. And the other types are darker, right? Those are the other summary tasks. They are long, thin, and dark horizontal bars, or lines, I would say. And the regular tasks, notice that they are bluish, right? Encompassing the duration. They are thicker and light blue bars. And lastly, you will see the milestones that you set earlier with 0 days, represented with a diamond, a black triangle icon, with finish dates on the right-hand side. Several of those, as you could see here. Now we're going to talk about bar styles. Project Gantt bars, all of these bars, have default colors and shapes. I recommend leaving the default colors and other settings the same, but perhaps change a few as you gain more experience in playing around with these styles and colors of the bars. And perhaps change the milestone colors to red. There are various project settings on the following window that I'm going to show, but I will only cover the basics for now, the basics. We're going to select the Format tab first, right here, okay? Then we're going to go to the Bar Styles group. Remember, the group is has a vertical line at the left and to the right, and inside you have a bunch of commands. Then we're gonna select the Format drop-down arrow. Then we're going to select bar styles, because we're not talking about one single bar. We're going to be opening the bar styles window. And there goes the bar styles window. Okay, so I'm gonna just briefly explain a couple of things. Notice the cut row, the paste row, the insert row tabs. They allow you to insert or move bars, and that is beyond the scope of this training. The name column displays the task name. So there is the milestone task with its diamond, right? So that is the name column, shows the name of the task, and the appearance displays what it looks like on the Gantt chart. And as you know, the milestone shows up with a diamond. The show for tasks, moving along here, displays default Microsoft project settings. Microsoft already determined the values in here. And the way it reads is that this particular task is a milestone and is active because we have not deactivated. And therefore, it should be a milestone, and it should not be grouped by summary. That's what this section means. The from and to columns set the display of bars or the symbols, meaning this symbol in here, meaning that the content or the display, in this case, that the duration of the milestone, which is 0, or the date in this particular case, is going to show up as the task finish and task finish, basically. And then the row column in here is set to 1 by Microsoft to display the bar or symbol on row 1. And that's what that means. Moving along here, you have a bars tab, which displays the start, the middle, and the end columns to change the shape, the type, the color of the start of the symbol. And then middle and end sections of the bars in the case of, for example, a regular task bar, which is the blue one, right? The standard blue, you can display in the middle something and at the end something, basically what that means. But here we just have the milestone highlighted. But if we select the task as an example, right? So notice that at the start, there's nothing, no shaping there. It's just a blue line, right? If we move this along, there's a blue line. There's nothing displayed over here. In the middle, right? Notice the shapes, the patterns, the colors. And then at the end, there is basically nothing there. And then if we move to the text here, that should display the location of fields to display at the left, at the right, at the top, or at the bottom, or inside of bars, right? So notice in the case of the task, right? If you happen to insert resources for a task, the resources will show up to the right-hand side of the task bar. So once you start entering resources, the resource names will show up to the right, but you can change that. And you can display basically anything in there. But those are more advanced topics that you will learn later on. And we're going to select OK. And again, just a quick recap. You will go to Task, Gantt chart format, and under the bar styles group, you would select the drop-down format and select bar styles to be able to change any of the tasks. But if you're just interested in changing one particular bar for a particular task, you would select bar. And in that case, it gives you the bottom component of the bar styles. If you remember the previous window, it will show you the start, the middle, and the end, and what you would like to put at the right hand side or the left or the top or the bottom or inside that bar. Thank you for watching.